All right, so what's good, everybody? Man, it's your boy Jay in the building. We is back again with the video. Now, before we get this video started, I do want to say rest in peace to Caleb Wilson. I don't know how much y'all been following this story, but Caleb Wilson, former student at Southern University, Pleasant Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and he passed away. Now, we're gonna watch this because this came out 4 days ago, but I know some developing stories had happened since then. I haven't seen the news part of it, so I want to hear what they say. Then I kind of want to give y'all what's happening and just my thoughts on this whole thing, because this is absolutely crazy. This is crazy.
Southern University student who in his short life has played music all around the world is dead after an off-campus fraternity ritual. Our Ethan Tuttle starts us off today. He spoke with students about this tragic loss. Ethan.
Yeah, that's right. The Jaguar family is heartbroken today, Greg. Caleb Wilson, a member of the Human Jukebox, was in the middle of what a source tells us was a fraternity ritual off campus when he suddenly collapsed early this morning. Now, students and authorities are trying to wrap their heads around what happened.
Something like this is just out of the ordinary.
20-year-old Caleb Wilson, a student at Southern University, lost his life early this morning after collapsing during what a source told WAFB was an off-campus and unsanctioned Omega fraternity ritual at a local park.
There's an autopsy that's currently ongoing. We don't have much information that we can share at this particular time, but again, this is being investigated as just a death at this time.
Wilson, a pledge for Omega Psi Phi, was also a member of the Human Jukebox. His family says he's played his music during trips to Cuba and Europe, and once even played with Trombone Shorty. After collapsing at North Sherwood Community Park, other students rushed him to Baton Rouge General Hospital, where he arrived unconscious and was pronounced dead. Southern University issued a statement saying Wilson was a junior majoring in mechanical engineering at the campus and extended its condolences to his family, classmates, and loved ones. Baton Rouge police are now waiting on the autopsy report. Once that information is available from the coroner, law enforcement will have a better understanding of what happened to Wilson. In the meantime, Southern students are in a state of sorrow.
Here it's kind of shocking because it's like you're a part of a big group. Like everybody on campus loves the Human Jukebox, even people that don't go here. So for them to lose a member of the band, I know it's going to be hard on them.
And it's not like it was, like no gang violence or nothing. It was a fraternity, so we're going to see how it play out, man. It's outside looking in, though, like I said, it's crazy to me.
Usually you'll see more people like laughing and stuff on campus, so right now like the mood is kind of down, and I'm just hoping like whoever knew him can like get through this and like we can all come back to that common ground once everything's resolved.
The WFBI team now,
other story
some shocking details are emerging as tied to the death of that Southern University student Caleb Wilson. Our sources tell the I-Team the story that the fraternity members initially told police about where Wilson collapsed, that whole story was fabricated.
This is something the I-Team broke this morning. Our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto, is here now with the big lie fraternity members allegedly told police.
Good evening. Initially, fraternity members of Omega Psi Phi told police that Caleb Wilson collapsed at the North Sherwood Breck Park. But today, the I-Team learned Wilson and the frat members were never at that park. Instead, we're told they were at a warehouse when Wilson collapsed and fell unresponsive. 20-year-old Caleb Wilson's death did not have to happen, according to sources with direct knowledge of it. The scholar and member of the Human Jukebox had a bright future ahead of him.
Oh God.
The I-Team learned tonight Wilson was among at least 9 pledges in a line during an unsanctioned off-campus fraternity ritual, when each one was allegedly forced to take blows to the chest. Those sources say Wilson collapsed and began having a seizure, and that's when a cover-up ensued. When Wilson was hit, some of those fraternity members brought him to the hospital, and it was doctors at Baton Rouge General who called police about Wilson's death. That's when Baton Rouge police opened an investigation. Initially, police were told the incident happened at a Breck Park on North Sherwood. But tonight, the I-Team learned that was all a fabrication. The pledges and the fraternity brothers were never at that Breck Park at all. and met at an off-site location to concoct the story about the Breck Park. Omega Psi-Phi issued a statement last week extending profound sorrow and condolences for Wilson's death and said they are working to gather accurate information. According to the East Baton Rouge Parish Coroner's Office, the cause and manner of death are currently undetermined and pending further study and testing.
Our sources say there are multiple individuals that were responsible for the unsanctioned off-campus fraternity ritual, but not all will face the same level of involvement. We're told it's a possibility that criminal charges could come depending on the involvement of those who took part and for the cover-up. For the WAFBI team, I'm Chris Nakamoto.
Yeah, that's it. Listen, when I hear stories like these, or a story like this, there's two names that come to mind. And I don't know if people were on the internet long enough to know, but two names that come to mind. Bonnie Wade II and Robert Champion. Now, Bonnie Wade, he was actually pledging Phi Beta Sigma at Fairview A&M. And this was back in 2009. And I know that story because I was told that story before I became a Sigma. And he passed away, him at Fairview A&M. And then Robert Champion, I guess he was going through a ritual at FAMU talking about from Bus C or whatever, but that was like whatever the band was doing, they were on some crazy mess. But yeah, those two names, Bonnie Wade at Fairview and Robert Champion, are the two names that come to mind when I think about this story right here. Now, what I've also seen and snooping around is that there were old heads that was involved in this. And I don't know if they were on the phone telling the men what to do or if they was in the room with them. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to tell you this. What's going to happen is all of them is going to get talked to individually. That chapter is going to get put on probation. Let me tell you this, yo. I've been a part of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated for almost 15 years. I done heard stories. I done seen things. Seen some heard crazy stories that ain't hit the internet. I've been to conclave. I've been to state meetings. I've been to regional meetings. Like, they are not playing when it comes to this hazing stuff, bro. They are not playing. From what I've seen in the state of Louisiana, for hazing, the max they'll get is 25 to life, bro. In the state of Louisiana. I don't know how it is anywhere else, but I know that Phi Beta Sigma ain't playing when it comes to hazing. I don't know how any other organization do it, any fraternity or sorority do it, but I know Phi Beta Sigma, they don't play. They don't play, bro. So I don't know what Omega Psi Phi is going to do with this chapter, but I know they about to be put on probation, and they might even be suspended for a year, depending on what happens. But I know that if anybody get charged, they might get no less than 2 years in prison. I don't know if this could be considered manslaughter or what. I don't know, but this don't look good. The whole end, dog, getting punched in the chest, bro. Listen, getting punched in the chest, bro. Like, what? I don't even know, like, what would make a person. And he ain't a big kid. He was not a big kid, bro. And I don't know how big they were for him to be. And I'm pretty sure he took it without looking. He couldn't embrace the hit, or forget the fact that he may or may not have, present health conditions. Maybe not. Maybe so. But the fact that I'm pretty sure he didn't even see the hit coming. But the fact that y'all even close fist somebody in the chest, not even slap him in the face, bro. None of that. Not even open slap in the chest. You want to close fist somebody in the chest, bro. If you hit anybody like that, good enough, you're gonna have them catch a heart attack. Cause from what I saw, he caught a seizure. Like, I don't understand, bro, what would make y'all think that this is okay, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And from the many stories that we saw from Penn State getting this stuff to University of Michigan to Ohio State and Bowling Green, from the many stories I've seen where the white organizations and the PWI is getting in mess, and this story is going to blow up because it's Southern, because it's a D9 organization that's involved. And from what happened to Wade and Champion, Twitter wasn't popping in. Hell, Instagram was fairly new. Like, when Wade passed, Instagram wasn't a thing yet. And when Champion passed, Instagram was probably less than a year old. So I'm pretty sure stories like that he didn't blow up then. But this one right here, somebody is gonna get made an example of, because this story gonna blow up. The story is already blowing up. It's all over TikTok, all over Twitter, all over IG. This lives are about to be changed forever, bro. Forever. And I'm pretty sure that the ringleader of this is gonna get the most time out of everybody. Whoever was online with him, they are gonna be the least penalized because they were online with him. Now I'm pretty sure. Somebody gonna talk. That's what's gonna happen. Somebody is going to talk. Somebody is gonna spill the beans. Somebody's gonna talk, bro. And I won't be surprised if old heads gonna go down with him. I would not be surprised, bro, if we start seeing some of the grad chapter members go down with him. I would not be surprised. I won't be. But yeah, man, this is insane, dog. I pray for Wilson's family. My condolences go out to him, y'all, to the family, and I pray I get through this rather swiftly. But this is insane. This is crazy. Wow. And I know that Omega Psi Phi is gonna take a hit, but I'm pretty sure y'all know that the people on Twitter and IG are gonna point their fingers at the Divine Nine in general, regardless. So it ain't just the Omegas that gonna take a hit; it's the D9 as well. So, but this is a very insane story, dog, and I just, wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. My condolences, man.